All right, it's 2 o'clock, so we'll call the meeting to order. We'll start with roll call.
Davis?
Here.
Kamei?
Here.
Foley?
Here.
Cohen?
Here.
We have a quorum.
And I'll just remind people, members of the committee and public, of our rules of decorum for the meeting. Public comment will be focused on the item on the agenda, and they will keep their comments respectful and courteous. Thank you so much. We'll start with, we don't have a meeting on the 30th of May, so we will start with the June 6th agenda review. It's noticed for 9:30 closed session, 1:30 afternoon session. There's no special separate evening session, right? We're just going to keep it all
That is
together.
correct.
Okay. So we have ceremonials on page 5. Consent starts on page 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then section 3, strategic support, we have travel expense audit report from the auditor's office and Peace Officer Park Ranger Association agreement. And then section 4, independent police auditor year-end report and an IA unit report from the police department. Section 5, new taxiway at the airport. Section 6 are sewer service charges, stormwater charges, residential garbage and recycling service rates, public hearing, and the drinking water and recycled water rates and charges. In Section 8, Japantown Business Improvement District budget report, and the Downtown Business Improvement budget report, affordability restrictions for Pacific Motor Inn, interim housing and supportive parking initiatives roadmap update, and then the Berryessa lease agreement. Section 9, we have a successor agency of the redevelopment agency budget. We'll hear that after the land use consent 10.1, which will be heard immediately after the regular agenda consent. And I think that's it. No other land use. So we'll go to members of the public for comment.
Blair?
Hi, Blair Beekman here. You have many issues on the June 6th agenda about sewer things. Thank you. I guess good luck in this work. There's a continuing effort in this work that just really be careful with all these new federal dollars you're receiving at this time to really be clear about law enforcement things you have to be doing and how you're working to house people out of these all these sewer issues these days. Thank you. And with item 8.3 about restrictions for the Pacific Motor Inn property, it's my understanding that, yeah, this will be part of the Home Key project things, that it's really important, incredibly good work that we're doing with Home Key and stuff. But kind of like with Mayor Mahan's ideas of transitional housing, you know, these are kind of new, flashy ideas. We have traditional ideas of housing practices that I think we really need to focus on and support, like the ideas of how to get more city staff that can follow you know, homeless persons from beginning to end in services and needs. By learning to work on those sort of things, that's like our traditional foundational things that we need to spend more time on discussing and understanding. Then we can talk about Home Key. Then we can talk about, you know, Mayor Mahan's ideas and plans and steps towards permanent housing. So just a reminder of those things, and let's work on our basic good stuff and really build up our basic good stuff. Thanks.
Paul? Paul, go ahead and unmute. Okay, we'll come back to you later, Paul. Back to the committee.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Davis?
Thank you. I have invocations for all of June, and I'm mindful that this is looking like a pretty hefty agenda. Wanted to ask two questions. One, do we need to have a start time before 1:30, specific to this agenda? And I know that we're likely to have that conversation going forward for most of the June agendas. And two, can we, even if we do start at a different, earlier time, can we keep ceremonial items and invocation for 1:30 time certain? Is that okay with everyone?
So that's a standard practice this time of year and in December. If you have an invocation and they're scheduled at 1:30, the council will often take a break at like 12:30 for lunch and then come back at 1:30. So you could absolutely do that. I would suggest
That hasn't been the practice in the past for June. When we've moved,
interesting.
we've had to move invocation, so I'm sort of asking
Yeah.
my colleagues if we can.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
at the
make it a
rules
standard
committee. It's at the
practice
rules
that we
committee
don't do that.
discretion. So that's what you would like to
Yeah.
do. You can obviously do that.
Yeah.
We put a 1:30 time slot on. There's a lot on this agenda.
Yeah, quite a bit.
But there's maybe 3 or 4 kind of meaty issues. The others are rather administrative. But we also did that because we have another whack at this next week. So if there are additional items that get added,
Okay.
which there could be, we could be recommending an 11 a.m. start time as well.
All right. Given all that, I think I'll move approval for now, but mostly because we have an extra week. I would like my colleagues to all kind of think about whether we want to have an earlier start time, or how late we want to be getting into even in the first week of June. So I'll move approval.
I'll second, but I also want to agree.
About the 1:30 time, you mean? Or about, okay, yeah. Oh, right, yeah, okay. Councilmember Foley?
Yeah, I just wanted to share the thoughts about the timing too. I'm actually fine starting today because next week we still have another opportunity to look at it, as you say. But as I look at the items, there's a couple of items that I think will generate conversations. In particular, the independent police auditor and the internal affairs department report might generate conversation from the public and then amongst council. I don't know, but I'm looking at it and I'm fine with 1:30 now, just understanding that we may need to pivot and make it 11 o'clock.
Sure, and I maybe should not have spoken too forcefully either from looking at Rochelle too. So if for transparency purposes and communicating out now to the public, if Rules Committee would like it to change it to 11 a.m., the administration has no conflict with that whatsoever if the committee's desire to do that now.
Maybe we should do that because we want to give the community more notice than less notice. And the same thing with the ceremonials, I agree, well, one of them, we have a joint one together at 1:30, that we still hold it at 1:30. I agree with that and I like that.
We also
process.
have a flag raising that
We do have a flag raising
evening
that
at
day.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an amendment to your
That is an
motion?
amendment to my motion.
Okay,
Councilmember Foley and in my ear, Councilmember Vice Mayor Kamei both suggested 11. So let's
Yeah.
go with 11 start
Okay.
time.
with
But
time certain, 1:30 for the ceremonials.
for ceremonials and invocation. Yeah.
Right, yeah, okay. Great, let's vote.
Motion
All right,
passes.
motion carries 4-0. Let's move on to our consent calendar. I think we have 5 items on consent today, so we'll go to public comment first.
Paul?
Yes, Paul Soto from the Horseshoe. There are too many items that have been going on to consent that actually are valid and they're deserving of public conversation. These, and like I said, the public doesn't have a say as to who's making these decisions. Who is the person that is making the call that this goes on consent and this
Paul, I
doesn't?
think you're talking about the agenda that we were just reviewing, that consent calendar.
No,
We're
I'm
talking
not.
now
I'm
about
talking about the consent calendar.
We're talking about the consent calendar for today's rules.
Look, I'm talking about the consent calendar, and let me set my premise. I have 2 minutes to speak. Please don't interrupt me again. I know what I'm talking about. I'm getting to my point. Just please don't interrupt me again, Cohen. please. Now, as I continue, I would like to, because there are work plans in place right now. Let me give you the example. The ARP funds for childcare. It's on this agenda, but it's on consent. What's going to start happening within the next probably 18 months is all of those monies from the American Care, all of this COVID money, just put it that way, all the COVID money is going to start running out. And you are not allowing the public to have a say as to where those dollars go right now. You guys know that there's a time limit on them, but you're putting them on consent calendar. And we as the public do not have to have the say as to where that money goes. This is an equity issue. So I'm going to get to my point. I just don't like being rudely interrupted like that because you disrupt my train of thought. I sit here and I listen to you guys all day long, go off topic, all day long. And you don't have the common courtesy to extend that to me. That's disrespectful, and I'd like it to stop. So continuing with the 15 seconds that I have left is that we need to start keeping these items that have to do with ARP funds and funds that are going to run out. We need to start taking them from consent and putting them on the regular calendar so that the public can have a discussion about where the money goes. Thank you.
Call in user 2.
Yeah, hi, Martha O'Connell speaking on the public record in strong support of the letter from the Youth Commission. I hope that San Jose does everything possible to urge that the month of April be legally and permanently recognized and established as Vietnamese American History Month. I was here in San Jose when the Vietnamese began to arrive, and yes, they are a powerful example of refugees of the values of freedom and democracy. It has been my honor to teach English to members of the Vietnamese community, both in San Jose and in Vietnam itself. So I urge that you approve the retroactive request of the Youth Commission, and please do all you can to recognize Vietnamese American History Month, a wonderful, wonderful minority group in our country. And I'm sure you know that San Jose has the most Vietnamese Americans outside of Vietnam. Thank you.
Back to the committee.
All right, is there a motion?
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, let's vote. All right, the consent calendar is approved by a vote of 4-0. So now we're on to, I was supposed to, probably should have said this, the item C1 on the agenda has been dropped from today's agenda, so I just wanted to make sure that was clear. We're moving on to item C2, which is memo from Jimenez, Torres, Ortiz, and Candelas. Since Councilmember Ortiz is here, we'll let him start and introduce the memo.
Thank you, Chair Cohen and committee for the time to speak to our joint memo written by myself, Councilmember Torres, Jimenez, and Candelas. It's good to attend this meeting here in the box, first time. While we want to look forward to the future, the circumstances of the Cinco de Mayo weekend caused major challenges for our residents, and it's my hope that this joint memo will foster greater collaboration between our law enforcement partners and the greater community, both those who participate in Cinco de Mayo and those who live in the area. Over the past decade, we've made some significant progress in creating a more inclusive city, and most recently, the most recent City Council unanimously lifted the ban on cruising. So through our memo, we're asking that we continue with this work and fostering a safer and inclusive environment for a very important event for our Latino population. For example, in San Francisco, their police department collaborates with their lowrider council and other stakeholder groups to organize great, safe, and inclusive events that elevate local culture and provide economic opportunities for our small business community. The city of San Jose is the only other city besides Los Angeles that has celebrated Cinco de Mayo every single year since 1862. And furthermore, San Jose, especially East San Jose, is seen as the lowrider capital of Northern California. And it's an interest of our city to, I believe, embrace this proud culture. And we can work together to make sure that Cinco de Mayo celebrations in the future are done smooth and are the envy of our county and country. But thank you for hearing me out, and happy to answer any questions you may have.
All right, thank you. And Lee, it looks like there's a green light on the staff memo.
That is correct. The administration has greenlit the memo, and I would like to thank the authors of the memo for their collaboration and outreach for working with staff on this.
All right, so we'll go to public comment and then come back for deliberation.
Blair Beekman.
Hi, Blair Beekman here. Thank you for your work on this issue. It is so incredibly needed. I mean, thank you. You're talking about it very simply and rationally. It's also gotten support from the state Senate and Assembly level from Dave Cortese and Ash Kalra. So thank you for their input and work on this subject as well. I mean, this is a decades-long problem, guys. I mean, I wanted to attend the I attended a committee meeting, Rules and Open Government, back at the end of April. It is a tradition at the end of April, police grow in San Jose and city council themselves grow incredibly uptight in waiting and anticipating what to expect for the May Cinco de Mayo day and celebration time. I admit it's a lot of work, but when police start anticipating there's going to be a communist riot, there's going to be an outlaw riot of massive proportions, when they start anticipating that and grow incredibly defensive and uptight, I was really harassed before that committee, Rules and Open Government Committee meeting, as totally indicative of how they work at the beginning of Cinco de Mayo time. Yeah, I wanted to speak at that time to specifically offer for you guys to make sure to mellow out and relax for the Cinco de Mayo weekend. It is not that big a deal, yet you turn it into some sort of nationalist front, bombing raid thing, we got to guard the door kind of thing. We got to really, there's a different way to work with this system. Thank you that you're taking the time to do it at this time. And please learn to mellow out about it. I mean, about the whole process. We need to prepare, but we got to relax a lot in how we talk and work with people. Thank you.
Paul.
Thank you. Paul Soto from the Horseshoe. War was declared against Mexico.
He's gone. Back to the committee.
All right,
Hello?
Sorry.
Wait,
he's back
hello?
on. Paul, go ahead.
Hello, can I speak?
Go ahead, Paul.
Hello, I can speak?
Yes.
Thank you.
Paul,
Thank
your
you.
audio dropped off. It sounded like you hung up.
No, I didn't hang up. No, I didn't. So, I would like my time reset, please.
No, just keep speaking.
Okay. Since 1846, war was declared. War continues to be declared against the Mexican. It hasn't stopped. There were AR-15s on the streets on that day. This was a militaristic occupation. I don't care about these memos that are passed. These memos are worthless. I want to know who made the call. And the call that was made to put those cops with that kind of militaristic presence on the street was Mayor Mahan himself. And we're going to remember that. Oh, yeah. Once it comes time for election time, we are going to remember that. And we're going to make absolutely certain that man has not one other day in office. Absolutely not, because we're going to remember this. I've had a talk with Chief Mata, and he understands that there does need to be a communication between both the public and the police department to make absolutely certain nothing like this happens again. What this city did was vicious, it was racist, and what you did is you made certain that you criminalized Cinco de Mayo.
Back to the committee.
All right, thank you. Any comments from members?
Move approval.
Second.
All right, well, that seems like it was easy. Thank you for bringing this forward. I think it's important to evaluate the procedures that the city follows. I want to thank our police officers for being here too. I know you were here to answer questions in case we had any, but it looks like we don't. So, but anyway, thank you for the memo, and we'll take a vote if there's no other comment.
Thank you.
All right, motion carries 4-0. Now we're on to open forum.
Blair,
Hi, Blair Beekman. Thanks for the meeting today. Is the fallout being noted that the arrest of a San Jose POA executive manager for fentanyl distribution is possibly putting a nix on recent police department attempts at new recruitment practices that have been developing in local communities across the country in the past 6 months? And in something of a return to the police as a shining community example, we should learn to again ask how this is a time to consider a better balance towards a future of reimagine and simply before local governments only proclaiming the needs of more and more police and surveillance technology. I hope I can remind yourselves of what I've been writing and working towards with the recent SJPOA drama, and that it can simply be easiest for everyone involved and makes the most sense to begin learning how to more openly review and talk about the ways to address and to end fentanyl distribution coming from within our local community institutions like police department and medical health industries. It can be painful and difficult, but as our local police departments and city and county medical departments are respected and familiar to most of us, they should be able to withstand and stand up well within our well-established good procedures of checks and balances, accountability and transparency policies, and open public review practices at this time. And from these good efforts, I think it could be of help to possibly limit a substantial amount of current fentanyl distribution in future of local communities across the state and country. As current outlaws simply maybe sometimes taking orders from local institutional agencies and facilitating fentanyl distribution cycles, rhythms, and patterns more often than is currently understood, I'm worried state and federal agencies may be coming down too hard on outlaw fentanyl distributors, a little overly strong at this time, and perhaps why outlaws in places like Oakland are growing.
Paul,
Yes, Paul Soto from the Horseshoe. Just as a reminder, this happened in 1 month last year at this time. Vicious, sadistic, racist rants toward the Vietnamese community committed acts of false imprisonment, extortion, and abuse under the color of authority. This was reported by the LA Times, April 30th of 2022. Secondly, FBI agents had to be the ones to report a San Jose police officer inebriated on duty and putting everyone in the community in danger and risk of discrediting the legitimacy of any report given orally or written by any police officer. Remember the kidnapping of that girl? It was the FBI that reported that drunk cop. Then a San Jose police officer was placed on leave while he was masturbating inside the victim's home while on a call. And then the fourth one, the death of an officer, Parker, enabled by other officers who were in attendance with him at a party. Did the officers provide the drugs? Manslaughter charges should be filed against any if a citizen or a cop had distributed that fentanyl to that cop. Remember Officer Parker that was killed as a result of his fentanyl overdose? Another one, a San Jose police officer was involved in a 2-car crash in Hayward. The San Jose PD officer was drunk, but he was driving off duty. Number 6, San Jose Police Department was providing a meth pipe to an informant for information. There are multiple criminal, ethical, and moral, political, credibility, legitimacy issues with respect to this practice. I witnessed for myself permissive practice of involving prostitution on First Street because officers permitted or enabled both directly by acts of commission or omission crimes in certain hotspot areas of San Jose for decades. So you got a lot, these cops, especially dirty racist cops, need to be put in check. I don't want an AR-15 in the hands of a racist, dirty cop. And as a citizen, I'm demanding that this council start doing something about it. I'm out.
call in user 2.
Hi, Martha O'Connell. I got a notification today on my Facebook page that the mayor and the vice mayor and the wonderful councilperson Pam Foley were live talking about housing. So I watched the presentation, and it was 8 minutes and some 40 seconds long. And then just as they went to questions, the tape cut off. So I would really like to know how and I know you can't respond to me in person, but if somebody could let me know, I think it's very important for the public that we be able to see the rest of the meeting. So where can we access it? I did call Councilperson Foley's office, and they told me to call the mayor's office, and I explained that that is a pretty daunting and horrific challenge because all you get is a recording machine and you sit and wait for somebody to call you back, whereas most of the council people have real live human beings answering the phone. So it would be really helpful because I would like to see the rest of the meeting. And I think it's important for citizens when we're interested and we see you guys live at a press conference that there is some way to access the rest of the meeting. So please, somebody send me an email, let me know how to do that, and hopefully that can get out into the community, how we do that. Thank you.
Back to the committee.
Okay, well, that brings us to adjournment, 2:27 p.m. Thank you.